No, is she gonna be okay?
We don't know. That's how serious it is. I've been praying for her every night. Speaking of praying, how did your retreat go?
As a matter of fact, it was probably one of the best things I ever could have done for myself.
Oh, that's great.
In fact, I actually got up enough nerve today to ask for some help, and whammo, he came through.
Really? So, what happened?
Well, the thing is that I wasn't ready for such a speedy comeback. I mean, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now.
Did you find anything?
Not yet. My protein test was a bust. Bob's looking at one of Rain's formulas right now. Look, take a look at this. Would you look?
You trying to find some connectors with these?
Well, look, I'm no chemistry expert, but it seems to me that Rain was headed 3 different directions at once.
Which one was the right one? What, do you think that they're all blind alleys?
No. No, my gut tells me that he was really onto something. Now, I don't know why I feel this way. I just do. I mean, if Spader could hear me now.
Spader hasn't trusted his instincts or taken a risk since he got here.
Yeah, well, if he finds out that we've been using his precious computer time for nothing more than a hunch, he's going to have our heads on a platter for dinner.
Oh, the hell with Spader. I don't see that we have any choice, do you?
No. And I am not prepared to give up on this until I have exhausted every last possibility.
You hang in there, sweetie. The doctors are doing everything they can to find a way to help you, and they will. But we need you to be strong a little while longer. I brought this picture of your mother in here. I thought it would be nice for you to have it when you wake up. She was lovely, Paulina. Lovely. It makes me feel sad to think that you never knew her love. Or your father's. But that doesn't mean it wasn't here for you. And that it isn't here still. Because there are no barriers to love. You know, when the children were little, whenever they were afraid, Mac and I would talk to them about how much we loved them. And how much God loves them. And how strong that love is. We used to explain it as a force field that would completely surround them and keep them free from harm, no matter what. Sweetie, all that love surrounds you now. And is keeping you free from harm no matter what. So you rest in that, all right? We can rely on that. It will help.
I mean, part of what I learned on my retreat is that it's okay to feel things. You just have to own up to it, you know?
So true. I mean, who wouldn't love to be in love, right?
Hey, that's not all I asked God for. What kind of a shallow creep do you think I am?
Oh, I don't know. Your basic, let's see, garden variety person?
I also asked for meaning in my life, you know, help with my career, and maybe a handsome, swell guy like Ryan.
Aha!
And not 2 seconds later, in walks the most gorgeous man I have ever laid eyes on.
No, really?
Honest to... Well, you know.
So what happened? Did you talk to him?
Ooh, I did better than that. I spilled an entire tray of dirty dishes all over him.
What?
Am I good or what?
What happened?
Holy cow. Oh, my gosh, they're here. He came back.
That's the miracle man?
Shh, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Okay, okay, okay.
And he's with someone else.
Who, a girl?
No, the second gorgeous guy in the world. And they're coming this way.
Hi, what can I do to help?
Yeah.
How did you get here?
That's not important. Look, Maggie told me you haven't been able to decipher my father's formulae.
No, we haven't. Why, have you remembered something that might give us a clue?
Did your father say anything about the possibility of there being different cures?
Well, I don't understand. What do you...
Look, we have 3 very different chemical compounds here.
We're operating under the assumption that 2 of these formulas led to the third, the one that worked.
But which one?
Do you remember anything that he said about the formulas, especially the ones that failed?
No, as far as I remember, he was positive about them all.
Look, there's something else we don't understand. This compound doesn't make any sense because we don't know what this abbreviation means, do you?
Yes, it's a plant.
Well, what kind of plant?
It's just a common fern. It's indigenous to the area where we worked.
It's fantastic. All we have to do is analyze the composition of the plant, and then we can experiment with all 3
It's a waste of time.
What do you mean it's a waste of time?
Look, you don't understand, right? The plants, all the plants are gone. The vegetation is not there because there is no forest.
Right, we're back to square one.
If we don't have the plants, we don't have a
Unless you
chance.
can get them from Jake, all right?
What are you
It's a
talking
long
about?
shot, but it's worth a try. Have you got another telephone?
Use the one in the hall.
Put it down, Mr. Rain. I did my best to explain your position, Ian.
And the judge didn't want to listen.
I suggest you tell your client to keep his mouth shut. He's in enough trouble already without adding contempt. You're the one who's beyond contempt.
Look, watch it, Ian.
Quiet, all of you! This man jumped bail, he escaped custody, and he has no respect for the laws of this land whatsoever.
That's not true. Ian always tries to do the right
Just listen
thing.
to me, Judge. Paulina's doctors are in the laboratory right now, and they're waiting for me to bring them an answer.
You can provide whatever you wish, but you'll do it from the county jail. Guard, take him into custody.
I'm not going anywhere, all right? I'm not going to leave Paulina alone, all right?
Rachel, please.
Mrs. Cory, please don't move. Step away from the prisoner before you get hurt.
You're taking him back?
By force, if necessary.
Have you talked to John?
Yes, I can help. I need more time.
You listen to me. My daughter is dying in there. If you think I'm going to give up one chance to save her, then you better think again.
Rachel, there are things you don't know.
All I'm interested in right now is Paulina. Ian Rain has some information that could save my daughter from this horrible illness.
Ian, what's going on?
Rain, don't you move.
I have no intention of going anywhere. I never did.
Yes.
I'm sorry, John. Ian escaped from a court session, and Judge Fleming here intends to take him back into
Ian
custody.
has some information that could help you,
Yes,
John.
I know. We're waiting on him now. Look, Dad is coming in from Baltimore, but I don't think it's going to do us any good. For what it's worth, I need everything this man can give me, and I need it yesterday.
May I talk to you privately, please?
If he gets away again, it's your job. All right, Mrs. Cory, I've heard so many stories today. One more won't make any difference.
Are you interested in seeing justice served?
My interests center on a man who illegally escaped my courtroom because he didn't believe in my ruling. Not to mention the fact that your granddaughter may have very easily aided him in that escape.
Maggie?
Yes, she seemed intent on convincing me that this Rain fellow could help your daughter more than her own physicians.
Yes, well, she's a very intelligent young lady. You just heard Dr. Hudson say that Ian Rain has some information that could help save my daughter's life.
Mrs. Cory, I examined Mr. Rain at great length. He has no medical background.
His father was a prominent botanist. He worked in Central
So I have heard, but
Would you let me finish? It was in the rainforests. He was looking for a cure for this very fever. Ian Rain worked with him. My daughter and Ian were down in Central America together. She got ill down there. Now, Ian Rain might be the only person that can help save her life.
All right. So he may have some knowledge.
Well, then let him use it. What harm is it going to do? My daughter has just a few more hours to live. Why can't he help her save her life?
He is a prisoner, Mrs.
Well, then
Cory.
assign him a guard. Oh, come on, there's got to be some leeway here. Look, we've worked together in community meetings. I don't know you very well. I don't even know if you have a family.
I do.
Well, then think of it from that standpoint. If you were me, what would you do? Wouldn't you move heaven and earth to help that child of yours?
Yes, I suppose I would.
Well, then please, don't you agree with me that this is extraordinary and extenuating circumstances?
If you and your daughter's doctors are that convinced that Mr. Rain can be an asset, I'll grant his release.
All right.
Mr. Rain is under house arrest. He can remain here as long as Paulina Cory's doctors feel it's necessary. I'll go back to the court and tell the police to release you later again tonight.
Thank you very much.
Now I see where Maggie gets it from. It must run in the family.
Yes, we're a very close family. Thank you so much. What is next?
I need to make a phone call.
Rachel, great. Come on, let's go.
Well done, Rachel.
Yeah, look, I'm looking for Jake McKinnon. He must have had his calls redirected there. Yeah, I'll wait, but please hurry. McKinnon.
Rain, what the hell are you calling me for?
The envelope with my father's notes. Where is it?
If you're trying to scam the doctors again, you can count me out. Your father's crazy notes didn't mean anything to anybody.
Shut up and listen to me. Inside the envelope are samples of plants. Now, do you have it or don't you?
Your dad's formula didn't work, so why don't you just give it up and leave it to the real doctors, all right?
The real doctors need the samples, and they need them now, so please.
You are as delusional as your old man.
You have to listen to me, Jake. This could be Paulina's only chance. Now bring the envelope to the hospital and give it to John Hudson.
What if I don't?
Then Paulina will die.